Tearing up my body. Look at that. Tell me, man. Wonder how long she'll run like that. Long time, apparently. Do 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 do. All right, guys, I'm bored. How many times can I go out in the street without seeing a car? Alright guys, what's going on? So you're gonna see a bash video coming up here in just a few minutes. Just a quick bash of the 8XT with the Triton L5 modified RCR. It's a pretty good bash session. Beautiful day outside. In fact, let's go get my bump box and stuff and we can talk for a few minutes. Yeah, beautiful day outside. Went and made some money today and had enough time when I got home to burn some nitro, man. Get out there and smash the Woogie Nitro ramps, which I love to do. Just tears up a lot of the dirt, throws a lot of dirt up everywhere. My neighbors were burning the other day. They just happened to burn right after I washed my wife in my car. Look at this, man. And they got ash all over the car. It's freaking nuts, man. Ought to make them wash it. We can burn out here, it's legal. And I burnt myself, but I don't know where they were burning, man. Like right here or something. It's everywhere. I already washed my car again, but I got it dusty right now. So we're hitting the ramps. Let's get a little bit of this stuff. The small stuff for now. Burning another quart of the Redmax in the L5. You know, again, as I was talking out there on the ramps, guys, you'll see that, you know, after watching the inspection there's a lot of lubrication, a lot of good lubrication. You know, the power's good, the tune is good, but it looks like there might be a little bit of corrosion starting to build up. And again, I don't know, that's a high polish, high finish crank, so I don't know what the difference is on that with others. But you know, we'll do another quart or so through the LRP Z28, Z.28 RCR modified here. We'll take that apart. There hasn't been any other fuel run through there. So, I mean, there wasn't much. It was few little specks here and there. So we'll see what that's all about. And, you know, again, guys, we're just trying this fuel out. I was asked to try this fuel, and, you know, I said, sure, no problem, because we can do synthetic castor blend, 30% nitro fuel. Been around for a long time. It is not a no-name fuel. It's a very well-known fuel, just not in the basher community or on-road, not, I wouldn't say on-road, off-road, 1/8 scale off-road. So, anyway, it's a great product so far. You know, I'm having no issues tuning, no issues with lubrication. It's not dry like when you pull VP, you know, an engine that you run VP. I ran VP for quite a while and it was dry. You know, these engines aren't dry. It's just a little bit of, a few little flecks of rust spots starting on that crank. But again, I don't know how that high finish, that high polish crank attracts moisture and conducive to corrosion, you know. So anyway, we're going to continue to check it out. And you know, I'll probably try that TNR fuel just to try it once it's available, see what it's all about. But to be honest with you, if I continue to have any type of corrosion issues with this Redmax, you know, and from the beginning, you know, I said we're just trying this. I never endorsed it. I never said, hey, you need to use this, it's badass fuel. This has been an experiment from day one. So you know, bones, a little bit of tuning issues over time, not much, but that could be a bad batch. It is made in the Bones factory, you know, maybe not a large factory like you would see that Byron's was or anything like that, but you know, Brent Bones his brother is the chief chemist for Dow Chemicals. I know that for a fact through my dealings and talkings with Brent Bones. You know, back when Rajay and I first started pushing the Bones brew, switching over to it, I did a lot of research on it, and I asked Brent a lot of questions on it, and he answered my questions, because there were other people that were questioning the castor content in it, and was it all synthetic oil. But definitely not. So I don't know. We'll see how the Redmax does. Worst case scenario, I'll go back to Bones, you know. Bones is a great fuel, just a little inconsistent. I've always said it's a great fuel. I was just asked to, for whatever reasons, try the Redmax, and I agreed to it. I didn't see any harm in it, and so far it's a great fuel too. It is another option, but I definitely want to follow the corrosion trail on this. So, you know, there's gonna be haters out there no matter what, that they're like little school kids, man. They say stupid stuff. They say things where they think that people don't know or won't find out and stuff like that, and I always find out, people. So it doesn't bother me. My channel is just really my journey through 1/8 scale nitro. That's what it's all about. I'm not teaching. I'm just using things, experimenting, learning as I go, and showing you guys the result of that. So anyway, today's result is a good result, nice bash result, but we did lose the pipe, came off the pipe hanger here. So let's take a look at that real quick. And then it must have jacked up the, I can see part of yeah. Oh, I lost a spring too. We lost a spring too. I bash hard, people. We'll get on F around. Ain't messing around with no little baby bash. We bash hard. But anyway, I guess it came off of the pipe hanger. Maybe one of the couple of times I hit the pole. Whatever. But it's part of it, man. So I noticed when I went to shut it down at the end of that last jump that it wouldn't shut down. And I was like, what the hell? I have a fuel leak somewhere, an air leak somewhere. And sure enough, that would do it right there, people. All right, guys. Yeah, I can't believe it was running as good as it was like that. It's crazy. All right, guys. Anyway, so haven't heard yet from the engine builder. I think today or tomorrow will be 2 weeks from the purchase date. That's what he told me, about 2 weeks. So we'll give it a few more days, and then I'll touch base with him, see what's going on. But I'd like to have this thing back by at least Monday, man. Be great to have it back this week, by the weekend, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So as soon as we get it, we'll unbox it. We'll get it thrown in here. It's been great, though. Like I said, it's given me an opportunity to dial things in, to do upgrades that I wanted to do that are going to harness, you know, the power, and that are going to advocate durability in the type of bashing that I do, obviously. And we will be sending this off the Woogie Nitro ramps. I think I'm going to have to reinforce the ramps. Y'all saw when I jumped the FT360, man. It did pretty damn good, man. Flew pretty damn good. So I'm just imagining how this is going to be and get out at the bash site and all that as well. So shout out RC Ohio. Saw that you got them from Detroit Performance. Mike should be here tomorrow or the next day. And we'll have to do the same thing. So we may have to trim them a little bit to fit. But I think I like those better. I've never tried either one now. So there were two different types. There were those, the carbon fiber ones, actually are for the 5T. I guess the 1.0, it said they didn't fit the 2.0, but the 1.0. So that's probably why we're having to trim them. And then the other ones were Team Chase ones, and I just wasn't digging the Team Chase ones. Looked like the bottom of a shoe or some type of... It's just, I bet they're pretty durable though, but I just wasn't digging the Team Chase ones. So we'll just trim those like you did, Todd. But other than that, man, I'm stoked. I'm ready. Tired of waiting. Think I've got everything the way I want it to be. There's a couple more little things coming. My tires be here in a couple of days. They were shipped out. And the rear carbon fiber mud guards. And man, we should be on like Donkey Kong. Get the engine over here. Get the V2 velocity stack from Bartolone on there, the air filter, get all my outer wears, get the pipe on, get the kill switch in the engine, get the clutch carrier and this 22 pinion. We're running a 2258 stock spur, 22 pinion. We'll see how that does. May have to go down to a 21. Came stock with a 2058, but we're gonna try this 2258 as well. So, all right, guys, that's going to be about it. Remember, treat people the way you want to be treated. Enjoy the bash video. Stoked all the great comments and things that I'm getting, especially about the Rovin. You know, a lot of people have these Rovins. They agree with me. A little bit putting into it, you know, a few upgrades, and you got yourself a badass platform at a reasonable price, man. Boom. There you go. All right, guys, that's going to be about it. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, and see y'all in the next vid. Peace. Alright, guys, let's run this 8XT. She'll idle forever. Love it. Went out, we made a little money, now we can bash. Beautiful day. Damn! That's closer than just about any call I've had yet. Out of fuel. Alright, another tank of Redmax, let's go. Now, I will tell you, after reviewing my inspection video, I did see a couple of little rust spots on there, but not much, man. No big deal. So we're gonna continue to check it out. I mean, that was the whole deal with the Redmax, and my agreement with Redmax is we're gonna test it. And we've done what we said we'd do. We're testing it in two engines. So far so good. Tiny bit of corrosion, but very well lubricated. I'm interested to see how the LRP looks. Because that crank on this Triton L5 is very polished. And I don't know how that affects the attraction of corrosion. So I want to get to 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons in the LRP and check it out. And I am going to try the TNR fuel when it becomes available. Do want to see what it's all about, and in the end, you never know, we may go back to bones. I never really had a problem with bones. I had a little bit of inconsistency with my tune, and it's definitely not because I don't know how to tune, because I absolutely do. Case in point, right there. She'll idle all day long. I've been beating the hell out of her. And this is the L5 that some people said they couldn't tune. So, I don't know. We may go back to the bones. But I'm going to finish out these 16 quarts of Redmax. See how the progression of the little bit of rust on the crank in this engine goes, and how the LRP looks. But as far as power and tunability and all that, it's on point, man. Lubrication, I mean, there was a lot of oil in that engine. So make your own assumption. I prefer not to have any corrosion in my engine whatsoever. And I never really personally did an engine tear down with the bones. Other people have, but I haven't. And I've never said, hey, Redmax is the greatest fuel, you need to buy it, it's the best. All I ever said was that we're giving it a shot. And I did exactly what I said I was going to do. So far, I'm fairly impressed with it. Just this corrosion thing. It wasn't even really a lot, but we'd have to tell a little more after another gallon or so, break it open again. I always liked Bones, always had a good relationship with Brent. Seems like some people though, like all the other bandwagon jumping that they're jumping, it's like people have promoted a certain fuel, and then when something comes around that everybody's talking about, then they want to jump on the bandwagon. And that doesn't make no sense to me, man. If you're especially if your sponsor sells a certain type of fuel, I think you wouldn't go to something else. Anyway.